Alright, so we're going to be going over Lee and her ascensions, and essentially what makes her work really well here. Alrighty, Raging Inferno. 15% base damage of Spiritual Flame for every enemy hit. Minus 10 stacks when missed, so make sure you don't miss. It's got a huge AoE when it goes through. It's pretty hard to miss, even on bosses. Up to possibly 30 stacks, which is amazing. And then here comes the big point. You recover 1 energy for every 2 meters moved. So every 6 feet you go, you get back some energy. And you'll see in the video regularly I'm using a sword. I like to pack a lightning sword. Since I deal so much fire damage, why not have lightning and cause confusion and have monsters fight each other, right? But the other benefit is you move faster when you have a sword out. And this way I can just run around recovering a ton of energy, and I get a base damage bonus to Spiritual Flame. I'm going to recommend this as your primary spiritual remnant, Raging Inferno. It is by far one of the best, increasing the damage and giving you energy back just for running around in circles, which, if you run out of energy fighting a boss, that is fantastic. Let's go in. Had a little lag there. Sorry about that. All right. So the thing that I focus on entirely with Lee as one of her primary abilities is the Spiritual Flame. The Spiritual Flame ability is super strong and can be made, if you get the correct things, to nearly one-shot bosses. So the number one is the Firefox Blessing. After Spiritual Flame evolves, it deals additional fire damage to hit enemies. And you will see your Spiritual Flame evolve to where it starts off as just like a ball of flame, and then it turns into a fox, and then a fox leaving a giant fire trail that weaves into the enemies. This will give it additional damage. It will also can refund energy back to you based on how many things you kill, and the Burning Path will deal 25% of the fire damage that you dealt of the initial hit, so things can walk into the fire and get burned. Conflagration, boy, that is a tongueful right there. This one will increase the base damage of your Spiritual Flame. Energy consumed further increases damage of the current attack. So you get 120% base damage on level 1, and then an additional 1% damage bonus to the current attack for every energy consumed. So the more energy you're consuming, the more bonus to the attack hit. And that goes up from 1%, 2% to 3% if you get level 3. I typically only get level 2 of this just because of the way the game gives you your abilities. But those two right there, Firefox Blessing and Conflagration, are the two that really add a ton of damage to your Spiritual Flame attack. Energetic Spirit. This will increase the max energy and energy recovery speed for your ability. And if you're not able to spam your Spiritual Flame, that can hinder you, especially later in the game. So I really like taking at least one level of Energetic Spirit. Now, if the Firefox Blessing or the Conflagration is an option over Energetic Spirit, I will always take those first. But Energetic Spirit is a great choice if there are no other options that you like. Endless Wildfires. Recover energy for every enemy killed by Spiritual Flame. This doesn't really help you when you're fighting a boss, but when you're trash mobbing rooms, it is amazing. You're going to be able to blast the entire room and then recover a ton of energy back and be able to blast the next section of the room, or maybe more bad guys spawn, and you're just going to be able to nuke them over and over and have your Spiritual Flame not on cooldown, essentially. Alright, so I wanted to go over a scroll. or a couple of scrolls that go really, really good with Lee. So fire damage plus 25% and immune to the negative effects of burning. The additive effect is doubled while in burning effect. So it doesn't prevent burning on you. You can still get burning applied to you. You're just immune to the negative effects. And this is called Flame Shard. It is a rare scroll, and if one of your allies gets it, or if you find it, you want to pick this up as fast as you can. Getting 25% just base fire damage affects all of her skills because they're all fire damage based. And if she's burning, she gets 50% instead. So let's talk about how you get burning. If you get Fire Enthusiast, it's just a normal scroll, so it's fairly easy to obtain. And whenever you inflict burning effect to enemies, also inflicted upon yourself. This will make you take continuous damage, by the way. So if you're not immune to burning, it can hurt you. But to counter that, it gives you 2% lifesteal on all of your fire damage. So when you're doing a really big hit, that 2% can be a ton of life. The thing that I really like, though, is it puts burning onto you. If you get Flame Shard and that, you're going to be set with a 50% base fire damage to your abilities. It's very noticeable, and you will definitely want to obtain this as a combo if you can. So, the thing I want to touch on is Hunt of Fire, and I personally need to get better at using this. Plus 50% damage against enemies in burning effect. If you drop a meteor onto a monster and they get burning and then blast your spiritual flame, you get an additional 50% damage against that boss. Or if you hit them with spiritual flame and cause burning and then hit them again, you're getting 50% more damage. So I need to get better at practicing drop a meteor, light them on fire, and then blast them with spiritual flame. Let's see here. Blazing Meteor is the secondary ability. The nice thing about Blazing Meteor is it recovers energy for every enemy hit by the Blazing Meteor. So when you're fighting a boss or something, you can drop Blazing Meteors to get your energy back even faster.